this gentleman has had a pretty epic rise to fame, and it's not because it's an overnight type of thing. That's what I don't want people to get twisted with this.
Yeah.
24kGoldn on the Zoom chat, and it's been so dope to see this grind really pay off, man. So first off, let me just say congratulations on putting in the work and being patient and watching this happen. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro. Like, I think that's the lot of misconceptions that the general public has with comers. People think that this shit happens overnight, but they wasn't there when I was 15, performing in front of 18 people that I had to sell tickets to.
When there was like 70 views or 70 listens to a song on SoundCloud, I mean, it's like those are those paying dues type of stories that you're going to be able to tell when this career really lives up to its full potential. And it's just getting started, man. So for folks that don't quite know, man, let's go ahead and just real quick, because I love your story, and I know that you like to talk about your story, man. Like share it with the world, man. How did the kid from the Bay, you know what I'm saying, end up taking over the world? Let's put it that way.
I love putting it that way. I love putting it that way. So it all started really when I was 13 years old, and that's an important number in my life. I was born on the 13th. That number has had a lot of meaning to me. But on my 13th birthday, I go to this sneaker boutique called Dream Team SF, a couple blocks away from my house. And the owner of the boutique, Paperboy, he's like huge sneakerhead, like big OG in the community and stuff like that. And he takes me under his wings, just awesome sneaker shit, selling me his old sneakers for the low. And I'll go to events and help him sell stuff. And when I was a sophomore in high school, I think I came to him and I was like, yo, I want to rap, because I knew he had a studio upstairs. And he was like, all right, little bro, you want to rap? Like, we can do it. And go to the studio, we make the first song, put it out on SoundCloud, text everyone at my school, like, check this out. And people actually fucked with it. The next day when I came, like, people were playing it like, yo, that shit was hot, because there wasn't really everyone in high school didn't rap yet at that point.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like you were on a wave that was the beginning parts of it. It wasn't like everybody is doing right now. You were a part of this very beginning, just kind of got culture, man. Like, you were on the forefront of it all.
Yeah, I've always been like really like, I think a big reason why I was able to succeed so fast and make it out of the Bay Area bubble was because like a lot of the stuff I learned from Paper was like real life. Like, yo, you need to be at these events. You need to be passing out flyers, doing shows. But because I'm Gen Z, I get the internet too. So I'm like, all right, I need to get on these blogs. I need to market my stuff this way. So just working with Paper and using, my school to advantage, like that's 2,000 possible fans right there at my high school.
For real. That's your mind. And I want to get into this as a part of our conversation, is your mind operates on a different level. I mean, for folks that don't realize that, like, the business degree thing that was happening, the scholarship, the marketing things that are, that are constantly rotating up here in the brain, for you to put that type of knowledge towards yourself and present yourself and understand that you are a brand and ready to get out there and make those kind of moves. That's why not only is the product hella dope, but that's why it's catching on, because you're very, very intelligent with the way that you're doing it, man. So that's really cracking.
I appreciate you noticing that. Thank you. Like you were saying, I think everything comes from the music at the end of the day. And there's a lot of really, really talented people out there that don't know how to push their product though necessarily.
Yeah.
I think that's what gave me an edge. I can make really good music, but I know how to get it into everybody's ears too. So.
Yo, like, I'm gonna just go with it. The song that really had me vibing, I want to say it was about like a year ago. I'm not gonna front, and I think I had gotten a hold of it probably a year after the song had already been out there. Ballin' Like Sharif, man. I'm saying, like, the fact that you really kind of started to come into your own there, because I started to dig into a little bit more of the library. But when I found, I was like, yo, there's something to this song that, I mean, it was catchy. It was, you put the video out there, you listen, there's never a bad thing when you attack somebody like with the last name O'Neal to something.
You're a real one for knowing that song, first of all. But that song came together crazy too, because I think I was still in high school and I just came to LA to visit one of my friends, and she went to high school with Sharif and I think maybe his girl at the time or something, and I didn't even meet him for like years of living in LA already. Just schedules never aligned, and you come out of Rolling Loud, but he had the heart thing. But I didn't even know Shaq had a son. And I meet like his girl at the time, and she's like, "Oh yeah," and she showed me his clips. I'm like, "Yo, this nigga is raw." And
He's hard.
it was around the same time that Mobamba, like right before Mobamba popped off, and I was like, "Oh well, if you can make a song about a college basketball player, you could do the same thing about a high school basketball player, because that's relevant to me. I'm in high school. These are the people we're watching." And then it did its thing.
Yo, so creating, being that kid in school and really tapping into your potential then and there, and having a life experience that you've had an amazing family who has given you, the opportunity to really be, I mean, very cultured, with your parents having traveled the globe and done the stuff that they've done, as models and doing a little, acting and all that. Like, how fun was it for you to really just be able to create on who you were and not have to fake or pretend any parts of it, you know what I mean, to just do you and just have it connect like that?
I mean, I always give it up to my parents for like putting me on to good music early, and like making sure I was really cultured, and like I was hip to cool shit in life. And growing up in San Francisco too, that you see so many different types of people from so many different backgrounds, like the richest of the rich and the poorest of the poor, all in the same city. And
it's really like that.
And I think like, my best songs are inspired from out of the studios, the Valentinos, the City of Angels, Mood, all those things, they really come together being directly inspired by life. I'll go through a moment, or someone will say something, and I feel like, just honing in on that and bringing that to the studio and working on that like raw inspiration and being able to pull from all these different things, like it lets my music speak to so much more different types of people.
No, that's facts, man. Like what you were able to do to, you know what I'm saying, to be to have those ideas of going to Stanford in your mind and then landing in SC and, being up and down the coast, and just experiencing so much and just absorbing it all, man. And yeah, put it into this music, dude. What the world is looking for right now, which is so dope with your generation, is that just true authenticity, man. And when you're just doing you, that's why you see these numbers stack up on social media, if you're just being who you are and not, you know what I'm saying, and not faking the funk. So when TikTok really, I mean, because that seems to be the platform of choice, man. When you saw all the love on TikTok, man, like how dope was it to be able to put your mind there and game that system? And I don't want to say game, like, you know what I'm saying, like you're taking advantage of it, but really utilize that platform to get your sound out there to the globe, dog, to the world.
I think you made a really good point about like what people want now is authenticity, because the thing is, the internet is smart now. Like kids can tell, like 20 years ago, you could be a dude, from the suburb that just pretends to be a gangster. And if you look the part and you act the part, no one could really tell. Like Wikipedia wasn't popping like that. There was no Wikipedia.
That's true.
But nowadays it's like everyone can, they see you because you have to show so much to be successful. So if shit isn't really lining up, it's like, this feels weird, I'm gonna go on to the next thing. So me just being, I think, comfortable and confident in who I am as a person, and able to express that openly, like on a platform like TikTok, where when I got on it, it wasn't cool to get on TikTok when I got on TikTok. It still might not even be cool now, depending on who you ask, right? But I don't care, because this is giving me the platform to spread my music and spread my message to the world. So like being able to interact with that community from the beginning and being a part of the culture of TikTok, I think that's why they show a lot of love, because I gave a lot.
You gave a lot of love. Let's talk about Mood. When you think about your song being on massive radio stations, like I'm playing this joint on Z100 in New York, I'm sure when you're whipping around in the Bay, you turn it on to Wild or maybe KMEL, stations that you grew up with, and you're like, yo, like this is happening right now, man. What's that sense of pride or accomplishment that you feel, or is there still a whole lot that you're really trying to go after?
I mean, I'm incredibly grateful right now. Like I've never experienced anything like this before. Like my mom, she texted me last week, and she was like, I was driving around with your sister, and your sister said, yo, how crazy would it be if we turn on the radio right now and Golden was playing? And she turned on the radio and I was playing, and my mom started crying. And I was like, she's been telling me for years, like, I can't wait for the day where I turn on the radio randomly and I hear you. And it's just like being able to make my mom and my dad proud and my sister proud, and everybody that's showing me so much love coming up proud.
dude,
that's an amazing feeling.
Because it's coming from a real dude. That's what's really great about all this. Now, I got a couple more before I get you out of here. I got to talk about being a part of this double XL freshman class. Do you realize what that means? Like, this is like, I go back to one of my favorite ciphers was probably, what was it? Oh, no, it was 16 or 17 was Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
Because he murdered that, you know what I'm saying? But now for you to be a part of that list, dog, I mean, what was that like when you got that news?
Man, I remember back in homeroom in high school when that issue that you were talking about, the 2016 issue, when that came out, and just chopping it up with my friends and being like, yo, this person was fire. They should have put this person on. And just, I said, because I was already doing music at that point, I said, watch, I'm gonna be on there one day. And now it's like, I'm right there. Like, no one could take that away from me ever.
No.
I'm 16-year-old me would look at 19-year-old me and be like, yo, that guy's sick as fuck. And that makes me happy.
Dog. So for the folks that are having, I mean, I know we're in a tough situation now. The world is really crappy right now. I mean, but 2020, man, there are some silver linings. And the fact that there are cats that are really putting forth the effort to work their ass off like you to get those accomplishments and have those little things checked off of the list of things that I want to accomplish, man. So I'm gonna hold on to the good things that are happening in 2020. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I got like two more, man. Let's talk about the video because this just dropped not too long ago, like 3-4 weeks ago. We're already sitting at like 7 milli. So what was it like watching, those numbers climb? But not even that, just the creation process, really for it all to come together and to have the, the impact and the success that it's having so far.
I mean, the director did an incredible job with this one. Like we really talked about a lot of things, and me, I like to get involved with. I like to touch everything in that.
Oh, he's blowing up. This is
I know, right?
Happening. You a busy man. You know what I'm saying?
I like to touch everything that has my name on it. So Sebastian, I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Sdaigui, Sebastian Staguai. He killed this one, and I really loved like being able to talk to him and being like, yo, I want to put I want to have all the girls' heads dyed and have like makeup that matches that and doing the filters and stuff. And he was like, yo, you should put a car in there. I'm like, all right, we can't come in a regular Lambo. We got to put like the 240 SX drift car in there and stuff like that. So just small things that people can be like, oh, that's different.
Yeah, that's dope to have your hands on all parts of it. Again, it goes back to the authenticity that we were talking about. It would make no sense if it was something that you couldn't relate to. The fans are connected. And they're going to put the 2 and 2 together. They're going to know, like, nah, man. It's everything down to that crossing that last T, you know what I'm saying, on the check. It's got to be you, man. And to have that type of wherewithal right now at this early stage in your career is only going to be, when we talk again, in 2 years and 4 years and 8 years, like, remember, bro, when I was like, that's the kind of stuff. That's what I'm on with mine. So, lastly, before we get you out of here, you're on the legendary Z100, fam. So I'm gonna ask you this one question, but I'm gonna need you to keep it all the way 100 with me. All right? And I know you will. I want to give you the opportunity right now. I'm gonna shut up for a bit, but I just saw that J-Lo, she put her stamp of approval on the record. I want to give you the opportunity right now, but you got to keep it 100. If you want to shoot your shot for J-Lo right now, just keep it. Just go for it. I saw you try, but I'm gonna give you the chance to redeem yourself right here. 24kGoldn. Go for it, dog.
Yo, J-Lo, big fan off the rip. You know what you've done. I know what you've done. We don't even need to discuss that. But what we really need to discuss is, what are your plans next Tuesday evening? Because I'm taking you out. We're going to a wine bar. I know I'm not 21 yet. I got the fake ID. Don't worry about it. And I'm gonna do it real nice. We're gonna have some Wagyu. And I really just wanna discuss. I know you got a man's right now. I respect that, but we can have a little entanglement. We can make something happen. Nothing but love and respect. Yours truly, 24K.
Damn. Yo, that's my dude. I'm going to leave you with this, dude. Lastly, when you see those kind of things happen in the world, where you see so many people connected, talk to the fans, man. What does it mean to you as an artist, man? And when you have like an icon like J-Lo You know what I'm saying? Like that's massive. So to you as an artist, what does that mean in your heart, bro?
If I'm speaking from the heart, bro, it's like that shit gets me excited.
So
It's just more reinforcement, more signs of alignment that I'm doing the right thing, you know? Like someone like J-Lo is someone I watched growing up as a kid. She's a bona fide superstar to me. So the fact that she's fucking with it, the fact that she wants to put that out there, that's like a sign from the universe saying you're aligned. And just to every fan out there, to anyone listening, to anyone watching, to anyone that thinks, you know, I make okay music or whatever, like, I just want to say I appreciate y'all, because whether it's J-Lo, you know, putting it on her story, or whether it's a fan putting it on our story, I try and see everything, and I talk to my fans every day. And I just want to say thank you guys for making my dreams come true. So,
bro, you're doing it, man. You're putting in the work. Like I said, it's no overnight success, man. And the fact that you're staying after, you're staying patient, you're staying humble with it, and you're really staying aggressive with being, you know, the best at your craft, man. It shows a lot, dude. So, hey, next time I'm up there in the Bay Area, man, let's get it, dude. You know what I'm saying? My family's in Richmond, so we might hit up like Hilltop Mall or something.
Okay, I'm gonna take you to a function. We're gonna see what your
let's get it. Yee! You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. All right, man, dude. All love, bro. This has been the dopest conversation for me, man. So I really appreciate the time. I'm glad I get to play your record, knowing that it's coming from a true G, man. And that's really from the heart, from me to you, dog.
From me to you, like, I appreciate. This was honestly one of like my favorite interviews I've done. I really appreciate you being thorough, and you asked really good questions, not the regular shit. So you're doing it for real. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, dude. I'm just trying to get to know you, bro. We fam, dog. That's what it is now. So from the Bay to New York, man, it's 24K Golden. Appreciate you, dude. Be easy, all right?